All right, Mr. Taliaferro TV, how's everybody doing out there? I just thought this was interesting. We're watching a man in T.I. that we've seen grow up, a lot of us at least. We've seen T.I. become Clifford Harris over our eyes, you know. Remember back in the day when he did the album T.I. versus T.I.P.? Well, now we're watching T.I. become Clifford Harris, and I'm not gonna lie, a lot of it is just dope to see. We're watching this rapper. We won't talk about T.I. enough in this space. We're watching this street rapper turn into a dude of much integrity. Like, you know, he doesn't get it right every time. Neither does any of us act right. Like, but he has literally dedicated himself to the movement and somehow trying to evoke change in his community. It's almost like he's looked at his past and other things that have had to happen for him to get to the spot where he's at and just kind of tried to just evoke some change on the future. And he's used his platform numerous times to spark conversations. I remember I forgot the name of the restaurant. I'm not going to just throw a restaurant out there. Remember when the restaurant was doing some racist stuff towards black people in Atlanta, and T.I. spoke up and they did some sort of a march in front of the restaurant, or a protest in front of the restaurant. Like, Clifford Harris has been on the ground working the last few years, and it's been dope to see, or at least we've been able to see it with social media being so prevalent nowadays. But I'm watching this brother struggle, like a lot of people out there, with the death of a friend of his, Nipsey Hussle, and T.I. is going about it by posting a lot on his social media. So we're literally watching a man struggle online. Maybe somebody could even tell T.I. at this time maybe he should put the phone down, you know, and do other things, you know, and cope other ways. But this is his way to cope, you know. This is what T.I. has chosen to cope with, and we're just witnessing. I thought he shared a few interesting posts that I would love for you guys to see. One post right after Nipsey passed away, he said, "Sometimes people try to destroy you precisely because they recognize your power. Not because they don't see it, but because they see it and they don't want it to exist." T.I. said, "Sad part is, motherfuckers so far gone in their own misery that they can't even see what the fuck they doing to us as a whole. Easiest way to create a monster? Make him hate the sight of himself. He'll then be incapable of loving anyone else. Rest in peace, little brother, Nipsey Hussle." And he posted here Nipsey in front of some kids, man. That just made me sick all over again. T.I. said, "Legends don't die and energy can't be killed. Only transferred from one place to the next. Lil bro legacy will live on forever." Remember Jay-Z's verse on Drake's Talk Up on his last album? It was a random verse. And remember when Jay said, y'all killed X and let Zimmerman live, the streets is done? Well, T.I.'s kind of switched that out from XXXTentacion, God rest his soul as well, and switched it to Nipsey. He said, "Y'all killed Nipsey and let Zimmerman live, the streets is done. You niggas ain't tough and fooling me nan bit. Fun fact, you get the same time for killing the bad ones as you do for killing the good ones, you fucking cowards. Wake up, niggas." All right. Then he went on to post, "Black educated men try to make a difference in the world and are endangered species. Stay woke." I agree with that sentiment wholeheartedly. I feel the exact same way. Being black and trying to stay away from the streets, super difficult. This post was very profound as well. He said, "Black man, you were never meant to be a savage or a thug. That mentality was taught to you by white men who despise your masculinity. You are a god by nature. You are strong and moral by nature. You are kind, respectable, and merciful by nature. You are a product of peace and righteousness. Don't take on the identity of a beast to just deny your identity as a god. Your royalty is in righteousness." This is some dope stuff. And this is the longest post of them all. It's a video of Nip. And this is just T.I. being vulnerable here. So give me a couple seconds to read this one thoroughly. "Been waiting on wisdom, peace, and understanding about this whole situation because I'm the same thing on Bankhead as he is to Crenshaw. And odds are I'd handle myself the same exact way in that situation. Why him and not me? What have I done so right that they kept me here and removed him from his loved ones and extinguished his future? If God really wants us to fight on the front lines for the liberation of our own people, then how is something like this supposed to contribute? Why do we now and always have to do it without our strongest soldiers alongside of us? How do we look his wife, children, parents in the eyes when we all know we failed him? Our culture killed Nip. The very thing he fought for turned right around and snatched him away from us. The same fuck waiting my turn as energy that John Gotti introduced into the mafia when him and Sammy the Bull killed Big Paulie Castellano to make Gotti the boss of the Gambino crime family when Gotti, disagreed with Paulie's version for the family. And then, just as karma would have it, Sammy the Bull would later turn right around and send John Gotti to prison, where he later died alone in a cell. Listen, this is an energy and a culture that we mimic. It's often evil that's not us. We're far better than that. That self-serving disrespect of the hierarchy and disrespect for the game killed the mafia. One of the strongest, longest running operations in history was ended as a result of one move. We must learn from history and find the lessons in our losses. Don't let my partner die in vain by continuing to perpetuate the same stupidity. If you love Nip for real, read a book today in his honor. Lil Bro was one of the only niggas I ever met on this rap shit that gave me a book to read. To know better is to do better. Stop accepting the bliss of ignorance and learn your way out your situation like he did. Woke up with this shit on my heart. We all miss you, Lil Bro. Wish I could have done more. Now I question if it's even worth trying. Woke up like feeling like fuck the world. There is no love anyway. It's pretty much what he's saying with the emojis. Yeah, that's just some strong stuff. I thought you guys would want to hear it. Anybody who's tuned, if you don't follow T.I. on Instagram, those are some of the posts that he's giving his people right now. Anytime somebody's I don't care what they're talking about. Anybody so passionate about something, I'm going to try to find it and post it on my platform here. Look, man, there's a lot that T.I. just said in that last post, just be honest. Like, he's questioning what's the point of even fighting. And you see him even questioning God in a lot of ways. These are real conversations that people have, but maybe too afraid to ever say it. We're human. And I think one thing T.I. said that stuck with me is like, and this is my first time reading this all the way through with you guys. He was like, yo, if every time we make change, why does it seem like our strongest soldiers are taken away from us? Like, we got, over the years, we've seen some of the best black men, and I'm not putting Nipsey in that category. I'm just saying, there's a good brother that got taken away from us. Some of our best leaders have been taken away from us. Shoot, let's throw Nipsey in that category. Shoot. Because of gun violence most of the time. And it just seems like now we're left to kind of pick up the pieces and try to act like things are the same when they're not, and I think that's what T.I. speaking on. He's questioning if it's even worth it. If T.I., if you see this video, my brother or somebody around him, we can't give up. I know that's easier said than done, and let me be clear, I don't put in the work that T.I. does. I'm trying my best to make an impact here, but it is no win if we stop. You know what I mean? I get why he's so upset, but I don't believe the win is us stopping right now, T.I., and I just appreciate your platform and what you're doing. We just got to keep pushing. This is tough. This is a tough one. I thank y'all so much for the time, love, support. Salute Clifford Harris, man. Salute Clifford Harris. We've called T.I. out on this platform before about certain things he said that were wrong or he was misinformed, but this just seems to be right on the money to me, and this is his opinion and his perspective, So salute to him and stay in the fight, T.I., and I kind of had missed it. I forgot, obviously with T.I. and Lauren London doing the ATL movie together, and they're working on ATL 2 right now, if I'm not mistaken. They're shooting that. Maybe they might be in post-production of that. I know they're already in the works of it. I never even thought about the fact that, I'm sure T.I. got close, besides rap. I'm sure you know how it is when an actor has to do love scenes with somebody that you're in relations with, that relationship's got to be there with T.I. and Nipsey. I never even thought about it up until now, how close these two might have gotten, with Clifford and Nunu. It's just unfortunate for everyone involved. God rest the dead. Rest in peace, Nip. You got guys like T.I. that gonna continue your legacy. I'm out. I came from nothing, but I want everything God has for me. I interview celebrities. I talk sports. I still represent the culture.
I got the kids. You are now tuned in.
Yo, we locked in right now, Mr.
TALIAFERRO.
Mr. TALIAFERRO.
Shout out to Mr. TALIAFERRO.
You're watching Mr. TALIAFERRO TV.
Mr. TALIAFERRO TV. Here with the triple B's, you can't do nothing but win.